Good morning, friends. We're back here in Tevat with some fun for today. We got a lot of stuff on the plate. It's been a big day, ready to go. I've been waiting for Wednesday to roll around so I can do some farming for the Windblume sword. I'm missing some weapon mats to get that up. I've been recently working on trying to finish up with Farazan's Hangout. I've gotten a couple of them done so far. One achievement for doing one of the parts, but we're working on the next one. So actually, we'll see what else we got here. If you haven't done Farazan's Hangout, you find out some very interesting things about her, and things I was not expecting at all. So that's always a good thing to do, is to learn more things about the characters that you're playing. So oh, first time I've had my coffee cup on camera. Oh, that's reading backwards too. Yep. So it says roll a d20. You somehow dodge through the poisonous gas cloud. My previous job coworker had bought custom mugs for a bunch of us, and he knew I was a gamer and got this mug for me. So thank you, Ribbon. Having some yummy coffee today. Now, based on the condition, I missed what she was saying. Based on the condition, let's try that again. But based on the condition of the armor and joints, it didn't seem like something that had been lying around for centuries. She's talking about the robots, I believe, or I should say automatons that are lying around the desert. At most, I'd estimate that it only stopped moving about a dozen years ago.
Yes, the timing coincides with the spreading of the legend.
So we can listen a little bit this time.
Is the Ruin Wanderer.
The Ruin Wanderer.
How do you suppose it was able to maintain a relatively good condition despite high-intensity operation over the course of several decades?
The earlier part of her hangout, she was discussing about the restitution module when working with Kavara, I think it's the name. I can't remember exactly. The automaton that Tainari helps to recover and fix in the desert. In Hadras. I can't remember the names. I have to look. When I'm doing the hangouts, I always like to do the lower options first. So when I come back through, it's easier just to click through to get the top ones. Because doing hangouts is a lot of repetition to make sure you get through all the bits that you're trying to find. And I've done every other hangout, every other exploration portion of those hangouts to confirm. You end up with at most 3 achievements per hangout is what I've seen so far. 2 achievements in the midst of the hangouts to get 5 primos to each, and then 1 achievement for completing the hangout to get 20 primos, as well as the primos that you collect for doing all of the memories within the hangout, which is another 60 primos from that. So you get a total of 90 altogether if you get everything from a whole hangout tree.
Which means if they're trying to pull a fast one on us, they're likely to try tonight.
We must be vigilant.
Are those sounds coming from the excavation site?
Now this is the first that I think that's a Ruin Greater. She said it's a Ruin Wanderer, but it was the first that I saw. It looks like the Ruin Greater laying down. But yeah, she calls it a Ruin Wanderer, so who knows? Maybe it's a one-off unique for this storyline. Sure.
I'm counting on you.
Sure, I will keep watch. So now my habit is, when I've done any leg in the story quest or in the hangout, is to go in and look to see if there are additional branches to find. And so when I was first doing this one, and it got me to this branch first, and so I immediately went back, redid this one to find these other 2 branches, and then once I found all 3 branches. The last one that I found was the one I continued with, and this was the last one that I found. So I continued with that one to be able to go through all the way. So then I just came back to the next one and found this branch, or started from this branch, and then went through and again, right? So I get to here, and it got me to this one, which completed that hangout tree. So I immediately went back to there. And the reason for that is that it's less running around the map, right? So if you're in this vicinity of where this is happening, you're close to where that's going to be. So this branch was in Port Omos. This branch was mostly in the heart of Sumura City, and so you stay kind of in that same area to be able to explore those branches. It makes it a little bit easier than having to go back and forth a whole lot. So, and then also based on the way that things are spread out, you can kind of tell where you're going to have multiple branches. And so I see, I've already gotten 3 done up here, and I know I need to have 2 more. So that means that this is going to split somewhere down further. So hopefully we'll have maybe with this one in the next text tree that will have 2 or 3 discussion points that have multiple choices, and one of those are going to create a new branch. And that definitely looks more like a ruined crater. Oh, it could be the flying one. Let's see. So if you get confused with the enemies that you encounter, if you haven't explored the archive, oh, it was right there. The archive has every enemy type you've ever fought, bosses and minions. And if you've encountered at least one of them, they'll be in here. And ooh, I believe this one is within the Archon quest that I haven't finished yet. But and interesting that I haven't gotten this one. I would have thought that I'd gotten that one somewhere because I believe this one has been around for a while, but maybe not. I thought I had every enemy in here already, but apparently not. So, but let's see. So we've got which one is the Ruined Cruiser? No, there's the Ruined Serpent. So yeah, the Ruined Greater is the one that looks like the most. Oops. So the Ruin Hunt, yeah, it definitely doesn't have the body pieces on the ground to look like that. It looks more like the Ruin Greater with the way some of those pieces are that are laying there. Those legs, right? It's mentioned that's the Aimblight Drake. It actually kind of looks like that too. It could be the Drake. That could be, or this one, right? The Drake, yeah, the Ruin Drake versus the Aimblight. Yeah, so the Aimblight Drake is the boss that we have. But yeah, it might be a Ruin Drake or a Ruin Greater. It doesn't. I don't see the branches up there, but there is the wing. So I would say probably the Ruin Drake with the wings, unless those are the branches up there for the Greater. No, those definitely look like the wings for the Ruin Drake, with it missing parts. But I guess we'll see.
Why isn't the tent here yet? We need to switch it out tonight.
It's still on the way. I'm afraid this is the first time we're delivering such a huge one.
You good-for-nothings are just a load of
good-for-nothings.
We wouldn't have to deal with these interlopers if you had kept those lips of yours from flapping. Hurry up and hide our current tent and deliver the new one to me tonight, no matter what it takes.
Huh? Who's there?
The Traveler.
I'm sorry. I'm just a bit upset because my subordinates aren't doing their jobs properly.
Oh, really?
When did you get here?
Let's see. What's you mentioned? This is probably where a branch is going to occur, based upon these speeches.
It's nothing. Just a tent. We didn't pack up all our tents from the last campsite. Some of them, along with a few people, have been left
Sure,
there.
sure.
Someone damaged our current tent, so I'm trying to get my subordinates to get one from that previous campsite delivered here. The relics
But
in the ruins
why?
are highly valuable, so I'm worried that treasure hoarders and bandits might try to steal them. Since the tent isn't here yet and I can't fall asleep, I came here to patrol.
Uh-huh.
Well, these things are antiques after all. There will always be people interested in buying them. I
Yes, of
hired so
course.
many people precisely because I was worried about that happening. Speaking of which, I'd like to ask, Is the Academia really aware that you've traversed through the desert to come here in the middle of the night?
Absolutely.
Also, where's Farazan? Why isn't she with you?
He knows about Farazan.
Also, you forgot to address me as Madam.
Now, I thought it was interesting. I recently noticed her dress cutouts in the front. There's certain spots that I thought they were all just a pattern, but there's actually open squares. So it's an interesting style. Any of the ones that are flesh tones, they're actually open squares versus the others that are colored. Or maybe it's actually that middle section. That's entirely that middle section.
I'm very sorry for disturbing your rest. I'll tell my subordinates to be quiet.
It threw me off when I was looking at it the last time. I was like, wait, why is that moving weird? And then you realize that it's open. Yeah, because you see her legs split in the middle. It was just throwing me off. It was like, why is that moving weird? It just didn't look right. But then you realize you can see the white circle loops that are on the bottom right side. You can see those coming through as well in those squares up there. So you've got the blue, green, and then the next row is open, and then the next row is all green as well. So but it was just when it's moving like that, right in the middle, just like, why is the dress doing a weird thing? Until you realize, oh wait, it's just open, so you're seeing her legs on the inside, and that was all. I was like, that was just weird. Anyways.
Yes, we came to check out the situation, didn't we? Well, we've already done that. We should get better rest so that we'll have energy to investigate tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure is that the Ain Blight? So we're gonna get a closer look. So it's got the trees, but these are definitely the wing attachments for the flying drake, and that's the tail for Drake. But this definitely looks like the Ain Blight instead, right? That's the tail. That's the only one it really looks like. Of course, the Ain Blight isn't out here. It's over in the spot on the edge of the desert. But let's go take a look one more time. That's the one it matches. There we go. We've got the roots on the body, the triplet wings. The only other one that it has the wings is this one, but it doesn't have any of the bigger roots. It does have the tail, but the signature engines for its wing sections, those are the round cog-like ones, and these are the circle compass-ish shapes instead. That would make more sense, right? That definitely fits the that one. Yep. So let's go around here one more time. Right there. There we go. So that's definitely the boss version that is somehow just sitting out here defeated instead of being in its home right over... Where are you at? No, not there. Oh, wait, it's on this far side. There we go. Right over here. So there's where we find that bad boy. And I've had to fight him a bunch of times already for... I forget which character. One of the Sumeru characters. Okay. No, right over here. So we'll just finish up this one thread to get to a picture. Alright, so I wanted to double check to see if we've got another story branch. So it is shaping up to give us a split, just not yet. So it's going to be probably in this... No, we're still in the same... no, that was the suspicions with multiple interactions. So you can tell kind of a little bit when no, every single panel has it. I thought I found one or two that doesn't have the secondary background behind it showing. I thought that was an indication of where there was multiple speech boxes, but I may be wrong.
Yes, this was a fine idea.
Of course, we've got more items for the Windblume event for today. I think just some of the music's
good on my end. These are the excavation records from their campsite. According to them, I also observed the records.
I clicked that too soon.
The weathering is nowhere near as extensive as on the relics that have been buried for over 100 years. There's no doubt that the wreckage in the ruins don't belong to the same era. Instead, it must have wandered into the ruins about a dozen years ago. They could have fallen into a trap or encountered a glitch within the ruins, remaining stationary like that until it was discovered recently. However, I still don't know why they'd want to hide it. I have no doubt that the researcher could definitely reach the same conclusion I did. The last few pages of the excavation records are written in code, which I still need time to decipher. The answer may lie within those pages.
Are you sure you can decipher those coded
It's
messages?
just wordplay. And if anything, that's my wheelhouse.
So there's a part that you may not get,
More?
that
Ah,
she's human,
I see now.
but she's really old for some reason. And now they've wakened it up. There we go.
Come back! Protect me!
What's that sound?
Is it?
The Ruin Wanderer? Reactivated?
Sure.
Impossible! Is this the work of some kind of hidden mechanism? Never mind. We have to focus on saving lives first. I'll cover them. You go stall the
Yes,
Ruin
I should have known that I'd have to fight it. And this team, maybe not so
Wanderer.
optimal.
You're the Traveler?
Why is it chasing after us?
What could have caused it to reactivate? And to give chase?
Interesting.
Darn it! Hey, come on, you lot! It's clear that we can't escape.
Huh. Alright, I guess I don't have to fight it.
Stopped. Hey, you guys, get up there and tell me what's going on.
But what if it suddenly moves?
Oh, you good-for-nothings. Why is everyone I hired so useless?
Yes, why are you so useless? Sorry for the yawning. It's still early.
Looks like this thing's parts can't handle the load of functioning anymore after years of disrepair.
It is a little worn on the sides
I was
there, but
wondering if it'd be as amazing as the legends had pegged it to be. I didn't expect it to be so much weaker than it looks. How disappointing.
if you only knew.
Now is that because you won't be able to sell it for much?
Farusan, you may be my senior as an academia researcher, but that doesn't mean you get to slander me.
You wrote these excavation records, did you not? Or perhaps calling it a ledger might jog your memory a bit better.
Interesting.
I don't recognize that thing.
Mm-hmm.
January 3rd, excavated 5 tents. January 5th, 3 tents sold. January 10th, 1 special tent pre-sold. It must quickly be switched out with an old tent. You're supposed to be an archaeological excavation team,
Tent,
and yet
yes.
here you are, secretly selling the relics and profiting from it. When you believed that you had found the wreckage of the Ruin Wanderer, you tried to switch in wreckage that you had excavated previously to pull the wool over the Academia's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
After all, there would probably be many wealthy buyers interested in purchasing the legendary Ruin Wanderer in the black market, yes? And then we arrived just before you could finish your work.
Mm-hmm.
That forced you to speed up your plan, and you tried to complete the switch overnight before I could investigate the wreckage. In your haste, however, you accidentally activated the Ruin Wanderer instead. Did I get that all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You lack the curiosity befitting a man of knowledge, nor do you have respect for mechanical life forms. You're not fit to be a researcher.
Ridiculous curiosity. I'm not here to hear you preach. Hey, we're leaving.
Mr. Raid!
Right. It's awake again. Of course. This time in full strength.
Why is it moving again? Run!
Some said that it was like a giant, while others said that it was like a beast. However, none knew why it wandered the ruins.
Technically speaking, the module shouldn't be able to move such a large machine chassis. However, I'm basing my knowledge on the mechanical life forms I've seen before. Centuries? Impossible. I heard nothing about it back then. It could only have been around for a few decades at most.
Uh-huh.
Why is it
Interesting.
chasing after us?
So you've been looking for me this whole time? Long time no see to
Okay. Oops. Again, just wanted to check to see if we had a branch. No, we haven't had a new branch yet, so that's interesting. I was thinking maybe something, one of those would spark a battle of some kind.
I hope you're doing well. It has been over 20 years since you went missing. People from the academia keep telling us to give up and that you're most likely dead. But somehow, I feel like you're still alive. Yes, that you live still in some corner of this world. You've always been persistent, able to shine no matter
Her story is very interesting when you find out here.
This persistence serves you well in surviving, and
I hadn't looked through her voice lines to see if any of it includes reference to this. I hadn't really looked at her background, so having the hangout really helps to know her personality, her reasons for being the way she is.
Always running off to places which you've been to.
In the gaming world, it gives a wonderful backstory for the character and their motivations for how they operate. In my gaming campaigns, I like to have my players do that for their characters. Makes it better to give hooks in the story.
I don't know the answer to that question, but if you ever read this letter,
I'm reading it now. Yes, I am.
Already found your way home. I regret not being able to say this to you myself.
but I'll still feel sincerely happy for you.
My dear daughter.
Welcome home, Faruzan. Look at you, Tamimi. You've changed so much.
Itchy nose, sorry.
Years.
Yes.
Thank you for waiting for me all this time. I've safely received the letters. Your work is done now. You can sleep. Tamimi, the mechanical life form I encountered back then. When I would go on expeditions, it would follow me, take notes for me, and send my letters home. When I met with that accident, it was on the way to deliver a letter for me. I once thought that I'd never get to see it again. I didn't expect my teacher and others to remodel its self-repair function, upgrading it to self-learning. In order to plumb the depths of unknown ruins and overcome dangerous traps, it repaired and modified itself using parts it found along the way. One decade of wandering became many, and soon, to me,
Interesting.
to be incapable of even moving heavy objects, became the Ruin Wanderer. These last letters from them to me.
That's funny. That's funny. It attached the other body parts, that's what it was.
Body must have turned out to be too much for your heart, right? Even after the remodeling, its restitution module still can't function perfectly in perpetuity. It has been pushing itself beyond its limits over the past few decades.
Because it needed a big enough body to
Just
do
like
that.
a living being, mechanical life forms have a limited lifespan. It probably became trapped in the ruins all those years ago because its shelf life had run out. It most likely only reactivated because it detected my presence. And then it mustered up everything it had to deliver that last letter.
Interesting.
Now, it can finally rest in peace. Tainari told you what happened to me, right?
Yep. Yes, he
You
did.
don't have to apologize. It's not like this incident is secret in the academia. Besides, I've always treated it as a failed experiment. As a researcher, I must accept this result. However,
She looks like a child, but,
people were affected
well,
by my
I
failure.
don't know, child.
That makes me
20-ish?
feel somewhat conflicted. Can you head
Yeah,
back
she's
to
supposed to be
Pardee's
about in her
camp for us?
20s, but
We've been here for a while.
she's much, much older than
Let's
that
not
for a
make
specific
Kale and the
reason.
rest worry. As for me, I want to stay with Tamimi for a bit longer.
So let's see, there's 3 little notes laying down here. We've got the oft-corrected note. I told you not to. Now look, so many people worried, even to Mimi. The messy scribbling has been repeatedly canceled and edited, leaving barely legible. Hurry up and come home for a meal. Your mom always makes an extra portion of food, you know? That's why it's called off corrective note. Yellowed note. To Mimi's remodeling is going smoothly. As it is now, it can learn how to deal with various dangerous... Why is it... I thought I turned it off. As I worked, I kept thinking that you'd do a better job at this than I could. After all, you're the most exceptional student I've ever met. Okay. Neatly penned note, the last one. Dear Madame Farazan, the notes and manuscripts we found on Mimi have been transcribed and organized, and every one of them has been marked with your name. I hope that even after 100 years, future generations of students will still remember your name, Madame Farazan. Interesting. Ah, see, there we go. That was the trigger. Make sure to read all the notes, right? Things like that you don't quite get. Read all the letters sent to Farazan. And this is the only time, the only opportunity to be able to get that. So that's 2. So there we go. I haven't claimed it just because both of these were from hers. This one is when in one of the other branches she does a puzzle, and it's the tower stacking puzzle. And there's at one point you have to guess how many times that it will take to do the most complicated one, and the answer is 127. So that's the least amount of moves it will take to get that last puzzle solved. So there's 127 in the other branch, and 2, read all of the letters when you're sitting right here, and that'll get your 2 achievements. And then we just have to finish. And if we finish all the branches, then we will go. And so, like I said, the most of her hangout starts in Partisdea. I had said Sumeru before, but yeah, it was all Partisdea. It was where most of it starts from. Some of it was in Sumeru, but a lot of it was in Partisdea. Maybe it was just Sumeru, Partisdea, Port Omos. And ooh, it looks like I know I need to collect some trees and some flowers, but realizing the ear cushions aren't quite
How was your journey
covering nicely. There we go.
Wait, where's Madame Faruzan?
So this is probably a branch. Oh, I didn't even check to see if we got the branch already. We'll keep to Mimi a secret.
So Madame Faruzan has some other things to settle. Alright. And to think that Raid was doing all of those things on the sly.
That might be the division right
It's
there.
good that you all got out of that situation in one piece.
Madame Farazan will be able to repair Carcado when she gets back, won't she?
She probably will. Currently, for something I know about Tamimi. I should have first decided whether to tell the others about Tamimi. Yes. So this is definitely the branch. That is the branch right there, right? Oop. Yes. Time to decide whether I repeat it. So we know that's where the branch is. It's right here. So we'll just continue this one until we get to the completion instead of unlocking that one. But that's exactly what it is. It's going to be right here. As to whether I tell them or not. So we'll finish this thread. Wait for a day. And any of the ones that you have to wait, there's another one within her branch where you had to wait. For 2 days. And it was a particular branch point, so you had to do the 2-day wait twice.
What? Is there to be no welcoming party?
Of course there is.
Son, we're over here. That's more like it. Now, here are some components I brought back from the desert. Switch these out with the ones Carcata is using right
She
now.
probably skimmed them from Tamimi.
So this is a relic of an ancient civilization?
Sorry, my nose is super itchy today.
Thankfully, it didn't end up in Raid's unscrupulous hands.
Unscrupulous, huh? Sounds like you already told them what happened. Is that so? Thank you. We'll talk about everything else later. It's nothing. I've already given all the evidence we have against Raid to the Academia. They're going to be very busy.
Yes.
Too busy to bother us. I'll start
Oop,
repairing Carcata.
too soon.
Kale, can you help me out?
Sure.
Of course.
Carcata springs back to life. Talk to Farazan, just outside. She's going to say thanks for not saying anything. Now, one of the other ones
Farazan went out after repairing Carcata. She seems to be looking for you for some reason.
was to make sure to talk to
I will
people
not probe any further.
during certain
However,
points
if you need
in the
help,
hangout. Other people that were around. I mean, there's a lot of them that deal with talking with different people, but one of the achievements was just making sure you talk to certain people in the area.
So, it needs to properly
I
rest
forget
up.
which one. It's been a while since all the hangouts, so, you know.
It looks fine, but
So that was him. So what's Kali got to say directly?
it looks
Nope.
fine, but
Okay, it's all tied together. Okay, so that's them. I don't think there's going to be anything else for that. It's only right here. We're not doing a whole bunch of running around, so.
thank you for keeping Tamimi a secret. If I tell them about Tamimi, will they still feel happy for Carcata? Even if we could convince them to accept the components, they'll probably still feel bad about it. I don't
Yeah.
want my past to affect people in the present. That applies to both me and other people. It's fine. I'm used to this. I once believed that I'd never hear from my old friends and family ever again. Even their faces are getting hazier in my memories.
Mm-hmm.
However, I could remember them clearly again after reading the letter Tamimi
That's
handed
good.
to me, and
Recognition,
realized they'd never
recollection,
given up on me.
referential recollection.
That's more than enough. I'd be disappointing them if I let myself fall into a slump because of this. Neither my teacher nor my mother
Brain
would want to
has
see me like that.
very specific things that will tie to memories. Smells are the number one, actually. So if you want good memories
Will you take a stroll with
to
me?
keep, to stay for a long time, have them smell associated. Yes, I will take a stroll with you. Sure, why not?
Once Carcata's condition stabilizes, I'll find a chance to tell Tainari and Kale about all that.
Okay,
But for now, just help me keep the secret. Thank
sure
you.
thing.
Whether it's 100 years ago or now, I have people who worry about me.
And there's the reference. So she is over 100 years
I
old.
suppose I should consider myself quite fortunate.
But human.
The only time when I felt
You have to wait
otherwise
to
was
find
when I
out why.
just returned to Sumeru. No one came to check up on me then.
So around 125, I'm thinking. Welcome home, my dear.
Yeah, I'm home.
A lot has changed since you've been gone. So there is that one. That's 3. And we'll go ahead and... No, not you. You. We'll go ahead and claim this reward. 1 more to finish. Go back in. And we know where our last branch is over here. And the time to decide. Our deciding is just up the way. Whether we reveal the secret of Tamimi to our friends here. And how will Farazan feel about us revealing the secret?
How was your journey through?
Oh no. She finally got to reunite with an old friend from 100 years ago. But
As a researcher, she could perhaps accept it. However, as a friend, a student, and a daughter,
Yeah.
we should give her some time. And in the future, we can be here to support her as her new friends.
Yes. It's gonna end there. See? Wait for a day. Again. But look, luckily it's not that far. Let's see if that'll work. It should. There you go, cool.
I'm back. What?
We've all been waiting for you, Madame Farazan.
That's more like it.
Ah, so it's Tainari this time instead of Kale.
Switch these out with the ones Carcata is using right now, and it'll be back in ship shape. Huh? Why do you all look so solemn? Come now. Liveliness befits youngsters more. Did these parts come from... Come now. I thought that you must have encountered some major problem. This isn't something you have to worry about. Well, it looks like you already know everything. But no need to feel bad. Like I said before, as researchers, we must learn to accept our failures. Tamimi had been
She's covering it
operating
well.
beyond capacity for a century, and I'm unable to repair it with my current abilities. Not even with these parts. It would thus be much better to use them to extend Karkata's lifespan. As a senior, it is only right that I do something for the people who come after me. That holds true for both researchers and machines.
It's an interesting perspective.
Besides, I didn't say that I would be giving you these parts for free. They would only be used for Karkata temporarily. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to help me in my research.
Always finding a bargaining chip.
Once I've fully deciphered and replicated the creations of the ancient civilization.
All right. I'll
That'd
do
be
my
an
best to
interesting second story hangout.
Although,
Would be helping her to acquire the parts that she needs to rebuild Tamimi.
thank you. If they could remodel Tamimi successfully even back then, there's no reason why we won't be able to do even better.
Exactly.
And when that day comes, I'll be sure to say, welcome home, Tamimi.
And that should end it. I shouldn't have to go out. Yep, there we go. An optimal solution should be the last achievement in her tree. Complete a confounding conundrum and unlock all endings. So there we go. We've got them all. All the branches found and all of the hidden achievements acquired. So again, for the reading all of the letters, was in the desert. One chief discovers it's Tamimi and he collapses, and there are letters lying around on the ground. And in the mechanics is there's a different part where she's creating toys, and one of them is the pagoda stack, and it starts off with a 5 and then a 6 and then a 7. And in the 7 pagoda stack, the minimum number of moves to complete the pagoda stack transfer. So it's 3 pegs, stack of round blocks, and you have to stack them only in size order, the biggest to the smallest, and moving all the stack from one to the other, and how many total moves based upon that concept that you have to do. If you've never done that puzzle game, so it starts like this. You've got 3 stacks, you've got all the stacks up here, so you've got a small, right, so the smallest at the top, the biggest at the bottom, so you have to move the small one over to here, then the next one over, then bring the small one back, and then move this one over there, move the small one to there, and then that one to there, and then move to this one to there, right? And so now I've transferred 3 from here to here. And so you do that, and then you keep doing that concept, and that's how you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, where you keep moving stacks in size order to be able to transfer them all the way from the left side to the right side. So 127 is the minimum to do a 7-ring pagoda stack transfer, and then read all the letters. And then we've got them all. So there we go. So we were done with Farazan's story. Let's go back into it over here. I'll collect those. This one here. Ending rewards. And there's our last ending reward. So yay, there we go. We've gotten them all. So again, so it's 60 primos from here. 30 primos from the achievements. So a 90 total if you get everything. Plus some other rewards. Some leveling up stuff for her if needed. So since I have these here, I wanted to check them out. Now I know I have some other stuff to wrap up with the cliffhanger, and I know there's one of the achievements for that as well. That so I have everything for mine in Liyue, and I know that that is the other half, right? So I finished Geo Travel Diary, but we have a lot of pieces for cliffhanger. Now, if you're trying to get everything like I am, trying to find these on your own can be a bit tricky. So there are plenty of sites that have info on there. So I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to go for this one. Super easy. Let's watch this. Oh, yeah. So whenever I try to speech to text for Genshin, it never gets it correct. It gets it as Tenshin. So let's get Genshin Commission. And this is cliffhanger. Right, so in Cliffhanger, we have a bunch of stuff to do. So if I remember right, it's listening to stories. So we're going to go to do that one first. And yeah, so that should be a cliffhanger. I know I've read some of them. Now I've been getting into the habits for the ones that have multiple branches. Drop one of your tags there and see the details. So I started that one. It was the pirates. That one's pretty simple what you do. But so for a good sign, for instance, a good sign is one that has there are 5 different things to do, or 5 different possibilities to do, and it's all about love. It's a love signs thing. You know, you see omens, and whether those omens are good or bad for love forecasting. And there are 5 different things you can do to promote love, and 4 things you can do to reject love. And one of those is you see signs of pigeons that are in the area, and whether you scare them off or kill them is good or bad. Seeing Granny, and that her shop is running well, and there's a few others. And you can get 2 per time you have the commission, but you have to get all of the different signs. And so just, dropping a thing here saying, okay, this is what I've done on this, helps to keep track of whether you've completed everything. So this was the one that I had for the Geo Diary, and so there was 4 different ways to do it depending on which items you get, and you needed to collect all of the different stories. And so this was the last I had done it already, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. But so for the Geo Diary, you end up with, let's see if they're still down here, or if they're all wiped away. There were 4 letters. I think they're all gone now. I think it formed it into, either formed it into the book or it took it away. Because there were letters in here that were about the Geo Diary, and so it was really easy to come in and find them. And I'm not seeing them now. I'm not seeing them now at all. Interesting. So maybe it converted it into a book and I just missed it. But yeah, so as you're doing the commission, you end up with a letter for each one you do, and it shows up. It'll show up as a new item, and so you can easily reference which ones you've done to compare against the. If you look again, search it up, Google. It'll show you the 4 different branches that there are. You have to turn in specific items to get each of those branches. And once you've gotten all 4 is when you'll get the achievement. So you can only get 1 branch per time you've gotten the commission. I think it's still repeatable after that. I don't recall. Many of the commissions are repeatable even if you've already gotten the achievements for them. But yeah, so I don't see any of the notes here for that. So it's got to be it either took them all away or converted them. Maybe now that it hasn't been or it needs to be repeated again, that it takes them all once you've completed the 4. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so that was. Let's go over to our lovely place here. Now I think this is an upstairs. I think we'll do the easy route ish, and it's not as close, but it's more fun. So we're gonna go. Oh, I probably should have marked it as to where to. Oh, there we go. And we'll drop in on our storyteller and say hi. Now, what are we looking for? Well, let's see. Keep note of what we're going there. And yeah, daily commission occurs in Liyue Harbor, of course. We talk to Yi Su, and then he wants us to ask the audience about what story to listen to. And I know I've had this one before. I had been moving mine around a whole bunch, but then realized that there was a bunch of achievements that were locked behind things, and this is one of them. So the following NPCs will be available to talk to during the day or the night. We have 3 listed here, and then we need to report back to Liu Su. So after giving one excerpt to Lisu, the other excerpt will remain in my inventory and can be used during future commissions. There are 2 achievements in the series that can be attained by completing this commission multiple times, at least 3 to obtain both achievements. Friends Travelers, Lend Me Your Ears for giving part 1 and 2 of Raining Blades. Once Upon a Time for giving the Wrath of Haishan. The excerpt cannot be given to Lisu while in co-op mode. If a player joins the host's world after the item was given but the commission was not, so that's about co-op, I don't have to worry about that. So we've got 3. So we've got Friends, Travelers, Lend Me Your Ears for part 1 and part 2 of Ring of Raining Blades. And then Once Upon a Time for giving the Wrath of Haishan. So I want to check to see if I've got any of those. So that's the interesting part. It's been a while, so it should just be notes. I know it's none of those. So let's see. 1,000 Wind Curse. No. The Wrath of Haishan. Okay, so there it is. So that's one of the ones I've got. So I've gotten it once before at least. So it should look something like that. That's Godwin's Letter. That's different. And I would expect it would be right next to it in that same sequence. So the other 2 are Friends, Travelers, Lend Me Your Ears is the option for part 1 and part 2 of Ring of Raining Blades. So let's see if we've got anything in here for Ring of Raining Blades. Just double checking. Ragged Notebook, no. Thick. Nope. Mistress Conscious, nope. Hidden Ledger. Tea House, 7th Samurai Script. Nope. What's that one? Nope. Treasured Map Fragments, Flyers. Miraculous Adventures. Zonki. Nope. Talismans. Nope. I know I still need to go back and finish that one. So it looks like that's the only one. So I have done it once. Right? So now we want to make sure we get the other branch. So Friends, Travelers, Lend Me Your Ears are the ones that we want to get. So it depends on who we speak to. So we've got Gentry, Mokai, and Jiangxiu are the 2 that we need to speak to. I've already talked to Fan Eri to get the Wrath of Haishan. So first we'll start it. Yes, I'm here for the story session. I'm a storyteller. I do it to earn a bit of extra spending money. Thank you. The problem is, I tell so many stories and go back and forth between them so much that I end up getting... stop autoplay. The other day, for instance, one crowd was shouting for the Crux's story, The Wrath of Haishan, while the other crowd kept chanting, "We want Raining Blades. We want Raining Blades." Can't blame them. Guha classic, that one. I have to earn a living now, don't I? So I just picked the part I remembered best from each story to keep everybody happy. It was an unexpected hit. They loved it so much they kept pestering me to tell them the rest of the story. Since I hadn't read either of those books in years, I dug around for a while and eventually managed to find them. I've had a look through to refresh my memory, and now I'm almost ready to continue with the story. However, I cannot for the life of me remember where I got up to with either story. Could you ask around in the crowd and see if anyone remembers where I finished the last time? Okay. You're a lifesaver. I know it's a pain, but to do that myself would be career suicide for a storyteller. Now, I think about it, there are 3 people you should ask. The first, Gentry Mokai. That man has never missed a single session. The second is Fan Eri, who is the boss of this tea shop. The third, Miss Jiangxiu. I definitely saw her stop and listen for a while last time, but I think she left before the end. So, we've gotten 1. Okay. So, Gentry Mokai is at the Liyue Pavilion. And so that's 1 of the 3. And at the Fan Eri is the jewelry shop. After giving 1 excerpt to Lisu, the other excerpt will remain in your inventory and can be used during future commissions. Oh.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait.
So maybe I haven't given him
Now to start reeling them in.
that one? Because I already have one. He wants the Wrath of Paishan, right? Captain watches the billowing waves rise up and blot out the sky, and the enormous shadowy figures rises up, howling for the murky depths of the ocean. And that's where Old Man Liu stops and says, all will be revealed in the next chapter. I'll tell you what, it had better be. It's the mother of all cliffhangers. And he's left us hanging for days now. Of course, that's why I call it cliffhanger. So that's one. Which I already had a Wrath of Paishan. Right? So do I now have two in my inventory? So we found that, the Wrath of Paishan. Interesting. I wonder if I haven't given him the others. Have you heard Liu's storytelling before? Liu who? Liu. Oh yeah, I remember now. I was walking past the last time he spoke, so I stopped to listen for a bit. Don't really remember much of it. I think the story was called Ring of Raining Blades or something. Anyway, so for whatever reason, the Guha clan is in a real pickle, and this big shot goes to challenge them. I got there well after it started, though, so don't ask me how it got to that point. Anywho, the good guy's about to win, but then, oh no, someone attacks him out of nowhere, so he's on the back foot. Then I got called back to work. Shame. I'd love to know what happens next. That's two. So that's where we get Ring of Raining Blades, which I've never had, apparently. And then we'll go to the other spot, which is down below, I'm guessing. Oh no, it's right over here. Alright. Gentry Mokai. Have you heard Louis' storytelling before? Why, of course, but Dr. Liu positively infuriates me. The last time I heard him speak was at the Heiate house. He was narrating Ring of Raining Blades. He'd just reached the part where the Gua clan was in decline. A string of martial arts practitioners came to the Gua grounds to challenge its master, while Gua's own disciples were dropping like flies. A few dedicated disciples stayed to the end, hoping to defend the school, but it was futile. The Gua clan suffered defeat after defeat, and finally someone even destroyed the Gua plaque. The Gua clan's master thought all hope was lost. He prepared to leave the school to go and live out the rest of his days in seclusion. But just as he was about to leave, a young sword fighter entered the school gates, a prodigy who wielded the blade with a prowess like the world had never seen. And of all the places to stop your story, I mean, come on! All will be revealed in the next chapter, he said. Well, the suspense is killing me. Mark my words, the next time I lay eyes on that man is what it should be. The next time I lay eyes on that man, he is not leaving until he tells me how this resolves. Editing mistake. We should catch that. I wonder how it's never been caught and never been reported. That's interesting. Let's see. So I think if I go... There we go. So I wanted to take a quick snippet of the last 30 seconds of gameplay. That way I know what I'm doing, and it's recorded, and I can double check what that's about. That way I can report it later. Say, oh, editing mistake. Here you go. So now we go back to Liu Su, who's up here. Liu Su, I think it's the way that's pronounced. I hope. I'm not a native Chinese speaker or names for Chinese, so I will definitely get them wrong, and I apologize for that. I try my best. I've heard some names. Oops. I just can't help the fact that the more stories I tell, the more things I forget. You know what? I did. Okay, so I'm seeing I've got 2, 1, and 1. So I don't know. I'm guessing I gave him one of these before. So I don't know how or why I would have not had, or maybe I did. I don't know. This is just kind of confusing. You know what? Maybe this is one where I started the commission and never finished. So this back in May of last year, I stopped playing for a while, for about a month. And this may have been where I started this commission and then just didn't finish. And that's why I ended up with an extra one. Otherwise, I would have had all 3 here. That would make sense, right? So let's assume I've not done any of these. So this is Raining Blades 1. So we'll go ahead and submit Raining Blades 1. The young good disciple maneuvered his blade. No, I know I've given one of these before. With the swiftness of a gust of wind rustling through the trees, his myriad movements seamlessly interconnected just as 1,000 raindrops converged to form a pool. His physically larger challenger caught but glimpses of his blade, glistening momentarily in the sunlight as it tore down the mountain, ready to dominate everything in its path. The challengers felt a sudden pain in his hand. His blade now lay some distance away on the floor. It had been prized? Should be pried, not prized. It had been pried out of his hand by the Gua disciple's nimble blade work. Yeah, not prized. So another editing mistake. Let's take... that's a video clip. Oh, well, that's fine. Prized out of his hand by the Gua disciple's nimble blade work. Incensed at this sudden and understated defeat, the challenger was far from ready to give up the fight before it had begun. The challenger spotted the Gua disciple take a brief moment to catch his breath. The challenger spotted that... should be that. Proper grammar. The challenger noticed, or noted, would be better, spotted that, I would say spotted that the Gua disciple take a deep breath, take a brief moment to catch his breath after executing his flawless strike. The wording of that just kind of it comes off a little odd. Instantly, the hidden weapon in the challenger's hand began to glow dark green, and with a flick of the wrist, 3 icy rays of light shot out from his hand, flying straight towards the Gua disciple's face. What had prompted the challenger's brutal retaliation? More importantly, what was about to happen to the Gua disciple? And what will all of this mean for the fate of the Gua clan itself? Yeah, cliffhanger. Ladies and gentlemen, I trust you all wish to know how the story proceeds, so gather around and lend me your ears, for all will be revealed in the next chapter. Okay, so this is where I want to place the... so we'll go do that. We'll do this. Place the note and say cliffhanger. Yeah, once like this. Cliffhanger. Come on. R3. There we go. And then we'll just say Blade 1. Right. And we'll say that. Cliffhanger Blade 1 done. Yeah, let's make sure we do that. Cliffhanger done. There you go. Cliffhanger done, Blade 1. So Blade 1, Blade as the, right, it's the Blade work, Blade something or another, something Blade. Raining Blades, right? Raining Blades Part 1, done. So Blade 1 is complete. So that way, the next time that it pops up, there we go. And if you haven't figured out that trick, using the square button, or in the case of PlayStation, but there's a toggle button to hide most markers and just show your domains. Just using that button to get rid of whatever's there to make it easier to place your new marker is a very easy trick. Right? Just simply you make it go away, do your new one, and then put the information in, and then it'll stay. And even if there's something else already there, because if I try to click here, it's going to pop that up instead of giving me the new pin. Now, why is this? Good signs. So see, somehow I changed that away, and that's why. So let's go ahead and put that back to that marker, and that way I know. So, oh, you're still here, so what do you think? I thought you said all will be revealed in the next chapter. It will. You'll just have to come and listen to the next chapter, and then the one after that. Thanks for your help today. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll make it to see you at the future sessions too. Become a storyteller, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So I'm confident I've done this at least once before, but obviously I've gotten confused to which ones. Oh well, that's fine. We will go ahead and go on with our next commission. So I like to go with which is closer. All of these are going to be fairly straightforward, and so I'll mark where that one is. The others are a little bit more distance. We've got one over there and one over there. None of them are really close to each other. So we'll go ahead and go to this one first. Even though, yes, I've marked the other one. This method will work slightly easier. It's like, oh, your marker is way over there for destroying the towers. But look, this one wants you to kill... Nope, not those guys. We're going through a Hilichurl camp. But that's not what we want to do for this commission. This commission wants to... I missed our lizard. This commission that we're heading towards wants us to destroy these Hilichurls. I mean, they're just hanging out. Why do we have to attack them all the time, you know? And it includes this guy up here. So good, you're going to come down and join in the fun? Okay. Oh. Yes, it did, didn't it? Oh, not you. I want to go this way. Who are we missing? Oh, hello. Oh, he was too far away. That's fine. So we'll drop you, come back here. Yay! Bring you back. And done. Not too shabby at all. It usually goes pretty easy for the most part at this point. So there's one, not the characters. There's one. Let's go over. We saw the other one was right over here. So we can either go here and cross down, but then that's a cliff to climb up there. So we'll go up here. Oh, I think that's inside the cliff there as well. So this is neither way is fun for this. But I think this might be slightly easier. Yes, that gives us two. No, really. That only gives us inside of this cave and leaves us departing. It's actually a higher cliff there. And the out path is not really going to give us where we want, because it's going to bring us way on the other side. And not really, I mean, maybe... No, yeah, it still wants us up. So it gets us close to the right area, but it still leaves us with a lot to have to climb to get up there. So, yay! You gotta love when commissions are hard to reach, right? There's a few like that, unfortunately. And Leeway tends to be the biggest proponent of that, mostly just because of how some things were laid out and built. Now, if you haven't noticed, it's hiding. Interesting. It was just there. I saw the spire above, the needle above Dragonspire. I was like, oh wait, is that Celestia? I was like, no, that's not Celestia. Celestia is, it was showing up just up there, and now it's hiding. Interesting. Just to make sure it's not moving around on me. So I've marked it. Oh no, I must be looking in the wrong area. I'm definitely looking in the wrong area because I can't see it. That's Celestia. And you don't believe me? Well, let's see. Let's look off this way. Yep, it's blocked by the mountains. So the angle of view would be over there. When we get to a different spot. Well, let's see. Just take a quick run. I know that's a speed run commission, so that's fine. We won't bother with doing that, but we want to see Celestia real fast if we can. Nope. More mountains are going to be in the way. And now it's getting to be nighttime just like that. Oh my goodness, it got dark fast. No, rainy. Okay. Well, there's other places we can see it. We'll go on off to other places to take a peek at it in just a little bit. So we'll do this time run. This is got to fight some enemies to add time to our clock. And here we go. Water does not work well for those guys. don't really need to defeat all of these, but it makes it a little bit easier if you do.
Cascade.
Most of them, anyways. Although you probably don't really need to. So there we go. That was that one. We've got one more. The one that we actually marked. We've avoided it, but now we'll get to it so that we can complete our set. Time for more refreshment.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
Here we go. Oh. Not an automatic pickup. Some of them are. No, we don't need to cook. Hello, soldiers. Let's go wandering, wandering. Let's go wandering, wandering. Recently saw a comment regarding the population density of things in the outskirts of civilization in Liyue and Mondstadt. And I care to say I'm probably in agreement with the post. The comment was that having gone from Sumeru to Mondstadt, that Sumeru feels so much more alive than Mondstadt does in regards to just things that are out and about in the world. And they've been continually improving on the world in a lot of ways. Mondstadt is pretty much mostly flat with some cliffs to climb, and that's it. There's no underground really at all. You've got the beach sections and the high cliffs that are easy to get to back and forth. Liyue expanded on that to get more cliff variations and broader spacing. Still no underground yet. A couple little caves that were hidden here and there, but that was about it. Inazuma spread out to have some more vertical structuring. I mean, Liyue did a lot of that. Actually, take that back. It had a lot of vertical spacing between the cliffs and some waterways that are high and low, and initially made it interesting to say, oh wait, how far is this apart? Oh, this is hard to find, and da 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 da. But Sumeru changed the game. I mean, Sumeru really changed the game with its underground structuring, tunnels and things like that, and it just made it the largest. And we still have another section of the map. It's the largest nation so far at all, and it's huge in land space, and it's almost as vast in tunnel space. And there's still stuff to discover and things to go back and look at to remember. It's like, oh yeah, this is place to. And some of the caverns are massive caverns underground. You're like, how does this even exist? It's just kind of cool. But the other side of it being how you see the enemies, but NPCs, both people and animals, creatures, things like that. That it's a ecosystem. It's not just wide open space for you to explore, but the enemies and the other things that are out there are doing things, existing, and making it feel alive. You've got Sumpter Beast being walked by Emirites. You've got dancers that are dancing. You've got just so many things that are going on that make it feel so much more alive. And that is an awesome piece to have. So, let's see. We've got a new day of resin to spend. I've got a lot of it up there. So we'll take care of that before we get to our next pieces. And actually, the thing that I want to do, we'll do that first instead. So I've been working on this here is our weapon from the event, and we want to take advantage of the enhancement bonus to make us use less crystals. But in order to do that, we have to be able to advance it throughout its ranks. And I was definitely missing the next pieces. So we'll come in here. Hydro, well, all hydro. Cool. So our domain team will definitely be an easy gambit. It shows Electro and Cryo are the preferred, Electro, Pyro, and Cryo. But you know, this will be just fine. This team will work. Lower this just a little bit more if we can. Is that better? Okay. I hadn't noticed that was sitting so low in the camera. Da 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 dee, da 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 da, da 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 doo. Wee. Well, alright. What have we got going on? Hydro, we've got 8 dudes to squash through. Hi. Oh, you're all... Oh, yes, you're skill tweaking, right? And then ending with a pair of Abyssal Mages of the Hydro variety.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. There is no escape.
We'll focus on one. Letting the other one get squashed on his own. Alright. And heal up a tad bit that we need. Now I know I have one condensed. I know we're going to need a bunch to enhance this, so I'll go ahead and use that condensed for this bad boy off the bat. Now, I guess we'll go ahead and continue. I know I need several more domain runs, but we also want to make sure we can advance our weapon. Now I know we have plenty of time, but you know, don't want to wait until the last moment because it'll end up too late. So we'll take care of that one. Ugh. I feel like I have to trim my nose. Oh, yes. So we'll get us up to and close to. Then we have to do some fun math. We'll get to 18 and 19. There we go. Then we'll take care of our math. Let's see. So we've got 32,075. Taking out our 6950, dividing that by 1.5, that leaves us 16,750 or 16,800. So our 800 goes easy like this. Our 6,000 goes like that. And then our 1 goes like that. And we get 16,800 times 1.5. And that gets us exactly there, and we have plenty of those to get up to the next level. And then we'll go again. And this time we only go 9, 8, and 9. And ta-da! Alright, now let's see what our next calc is. 49,300 minus 55,75 equals, divided by 1.5 equals 29,150 or 29,2. So we have 2, 1, 2. That's 1,200. We need another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. 29,200. And enough to ascend again. Very fortunate. Unfortunately, not enough crystals at this point. However, we have enough to go again. 3 and then 6, I believe, is the next one. So I can double check that. So we've got 50 to 60. So let's see. I will take a peek at my weapons to double check. So we're looking at our... No one's got it equipped. This one, it's at level 50. So we've got enough. No, don't do that. We've got enough. There we go. We've got 9 and 3. And we wanted to see what our next one would be. So we can look at here, and we'll take a peek. See, we need 6. So we've got enough of our purples to get it both this level and the next after that. And then from there, that'll get us to our last phase. Yep, so that'll give us up to phase 5. And then our last phase here, will be 4. Okay, so we've got enough of our purples, so we're just checking to see if we have enough of our ascension materials to get it all the way capped. The enemy materials, that's fine, we can always farm those easily, but our ascension materials we don't have. So we've got 9 of those and 11 of these. So we don't have, because that will get us, I mean, we need 3 golds, right? We need 3 golds. So we have enough purples, but we need 3 golds. So since we're here, yep, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. We need, for our battle pass, like to keep the weeklies in play. We need, let's just double check. How many is it? 5? I've only done 1 trounce so far in the commission. Oh, and I started with Shogun instead of starting with him. That's interesting. Usually I start with him. So, okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 over there. I know I've already done the wolf. That's why one of the bosses is. So we've got 5 there. So that gives us needing another 7 domain runs for this week. So we did 1 already with our condensed. And we'll do another one without. We could do a couple. We want to save enough resin for one of our trounces later. So we'll take care of that quick.
Illusion shattered.
Did her lightning storms raging over here. Boom, boom, boom. That gets us to our lovely friends again. Will you be able to do that and resets?
Come on now.
Oh. Ta ta ta. And he didn't even take as much damage this time around. My Miko is pretty buff. Not as buff as I want, and I actually want to swap her out. 7, 10, 10. I do want to get her up to 9 eventually. I don't have enough stuffs for it. I do want to get some resins in there, or cons in there. But yeah, so this is where I want, let's see, 23. That's pretty decent. Elemental Mastery 223. That's alright. Crit rate 66 and 188. I saw someone recently had 94 and 180 something, I think. I was like, ooh. But they had Lost Prayer on there. And so, anyways, we're not dealing with her build. That's okay. Those will come later. Let's get some golds. Come on, some golds. Okay. So that gives us 3 of those now and 13 of those. So 3 of those should give us 14, maybe 15. That would be 5. Should that promote up? So that would give us 6, which rolling these up would give us 2 golds. Unless we get super duper lucky. So that's our aim there. We would potentially have enough mats of those for 2 golds. I said cancel instead of continuing. Now I could do a condensed, but then I'd have to do extra runs, and we don't have to deal with that just yet. So we want, if we can get at least 1 gold, then I think that this would be enough. If we get 1 gold out of this run, then we should be good. Hopefully. But again, we also we probably want to get 1 more green, blue, purple, gold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop 1. 1, 2, 3. only because they come and go so quickly. So Shogun can focus on these guys, while those are being ravaged by the Sakuras from our lovely Miss Yamiko. We'll get that locked in. Again, drop Sakura over here. Get that back up. And he got ravaged by the Sakuras all by himself. And of course, Nahida's what is it? All schemes to know, which creates the Tri-Karma Purification. There it is. Creates the link to do the Tri-Karma Purification damage. Let's get a gold. We need a gold. We need a golden chain. Golden chain. Please, oh please, oh please. Golden chain. Ugh. Oh, because we didn't do a condensed either, so that's why it's even less. So that gets us for assuredly and one more purple. Yeah, no. So not enough. So we definitely need at least one more. And then we'll be very close. If we get fortunate with our upscaling in the alchemy, that Layla or Sucrose or Albedo, I believe this one falls under Albedo and Alhaitham, their boost is to give you a 10% chance for duplications when you are crafting an alchemy. And in these cases, they are greatly useful when they do, because they are worth lots of resin, effectively. So that's one of the benefits of having a lot of the characters, is the passive abilities that they offer for your progress in-game, allowing you to save on resin expenditures in a lot of ways. Thank you for coming so closely together so that these things can pair up and get both of you at once and make this process much faster. Like that. What are we at? 106. Yeah, that's alright. I'm sure with maybe with Fischl pairing up in here, that might make things slightly faster. 3 and 2 again. Okay, so we'll leave temporarily and craft up just to see. We'll go ahead into the teapot so we can claim and... Oh yeah, silly. Okay. Now, the main reason I wanted to come was to get... Claimed you already. To do the crafting. But we will go ahead and see what we can buy for some fundage here. We've got 25% there. We haven't gotten 25% here. I try to go balance between the two of them because I am using them both fairly regularly. So we'll leave it at that for now.
If you ever have...
And now we want to roll up to see what we can do for our chains. Here we go. So we do have 10, but we need 9 for our future productions. But we want Dream of Dandelion Gladiator. I didn't even realize it was a Dandelion reference, and they're all Dandelion Gladiators. That's interesting. Chains, shackles, and dreams. How is a pair of shackles becoming a dream? Anyhow, so Alhaitham and Albedo give us a 10% chance for duplication. Mona gives us a 25% chance for preservation. Since this is a Mondstadt item, I'm going to go ahead with Albedo for this upgrade. Just, kind of tying in that it's a Mondstadt item, Mondstadt character, link that energy, focus to have him help us get some duplications in here. Now, Preferably we want it at the top level, but we'll take any that we can get. 21, so those two helps us get 7, nice, plus the one there. So this is definitely where we want to get at least one duplication, because we can use it. Oh, I was using Mona. Why was I using Mona? Grr, I wasn't even paying attention. So, we need 9. That would get 8, which could potentially get 3. So if we preserve 1, so I'll do 1 with Mona to see if we preserve 1. And we did not. Okay, so now we can do 5 would give us 9. We can only do 1. We can only do 1 with Albedo because we need 9. So if I do one more, I would have to preserve. So there was a mistake, but oh well. It is what it is. But still, so we know we need more. We still need more. Because we've got 2 that will give us almost enough to give us 1. So we still need more. Take a peek down here to see where we're at. So we've got 1, 1, 11, and 2. 3 would give us 1 more. 2 would give us 1 more there, which would give us 12, which gives us enough to upgrade 1 more, right? So we shall see. And for the other weapon I'm looking at is those. Yeah, that'll come later. All right, so we can go ahead and exit our teapot. That teapot build is just every Liyue, Mondstadt, and Inazuma gift set that I can package together, placed in the realm with companions, both inside and outside. Yeah, that was a lot. All right, so we'll go ahead and do this one again. Let's let our stamina rebuild a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's because these ones aren't linked with the Trikarma Purification effect. Until we get 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Oh. It's wrong swap there. You should be getting ravaged over there. And there we go. Drop our heal again. You're good. You're good. And you're good. There we go. Madame Kokomi, the major heal. Golden Chains of Dreams. There we go, baby! And enough to produce our last one. So there we go. We're done. All right. So we'll go ahead and go to... let's go to Mondstadt because we want to continue with the other events. And those are right around the corner as well. So first we'll switch us over to our main team so we can make sure we have everything associated with them for any of the other. I know it's not going to matter for the event, but you know, we just want to have it up in there anyways. So we have 3 there, we have 11 there. We need to do at least 1 upgrade here, and then we want to make sure to swap Albedo in just for the chance that we will get this upgrade as well. And that will get us 12. And then we can go here lastly and hopefully get a duplicate. There we go. Look at that. That's the best bonus when you get them on the golds. I mean, that's worth huge, 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 huge. So we can see we've got 9 there, and we've got 5 here. That will get us for our next 3 ascensions of the weapon. So then let's just double check on the weapon itself to make sure we have the other mats that we need. So now we're looking at our level 50 sword here, and I know it was using the... Okay, so we've got 12 sturdy shells. I'm thinking we might need more sturdy shells than that. 12 and 9. So we can double check on one of the other items, what those are going to pull in as well. So we've got, that's a 3. So we'll go over here to this one. And it needs, okay, so we're upgraded to the purples at this point for the next one. Purples and greens, so cool. So we need 9 for you, 9 and 6 to go to 5th Ascension. And then our last one is 18 and 12. So 9 and 18. So that's 27 and 18. 27 and 18 for those. 27 and 18 total. So we'll go back to our this one. Here we go. So we've got plenty of those. So we need 18, and even if we don't, we have enough to craft up. But it's 27 of our sturdy shell tree. 12 here, so we can pull 7 of those. But let's just double check on our consecrated beast items to see if we have 27 of the top tier. Now, I do not believe I do. Let's see. And Spectre was our other material. So we'll double check both of those. I know those are sturdy shells. I want to just see here. We've got plenty, and only 3. Okay, so we need 18. We've got 3, so we'll do 15. And Sucrose is our buddy for this. So we'll start with 10. See if we get some dupes. We got 2, so we need 3 more. And there we go. So now we have 18 of those, which is what we need. 6 and 12, right? So we have 18. And then we need 27 of these bad boys, and we have 8. So we have 19 there. We need 12? Yes, because we can do 7. So in order to get 27, we need 19 of these, which is 57 of these. We can only produce 23. So we definitely don't have enough here. So we'll have to do some more consecrated beast hunting. So in the meantime, we'll just go ahead and roll everything up. Wait. Let me double check. I want to double check before I go and do that where we are right now. Okay, so we're already in the blues. So we need 12 blues from here, and then the rest will be purples. 27 purples. We need 12 blues to stay behind, and then the rest will be purples for our consecrated beast. Okie dokie. Nope, too far. So we can craft up all of our greens to become blues. Hopefully Sucrose will give us a bunch of dupes, as many as we can. 1. Ouch. I would expect 2 or 3, but hey. Shoot. Okay, so we need to have 12 remaining. That leaves us 31. Yep, 31 to be able to craft, so 30. So we can take 10. That leaves us 13 behind, and 2 dupes on that. So okay, that's a better pull. 20, so we only need 7 more. Not too shabby there. So we will have to do a little bit of farming on the consecrated beasts to get us enough, but not yet. Because we don't have enough weapon crystals to get it there, do we? Not enhancing you. Let's take a peek again. So we were working on this one, And we had a few, but only 11. That's definitely not going to get us very far. Only level 3, even with the extra bumps. So that's okay. We'll just dump those in there and get it ready. And now, even though we're not probably going to be using the weapon, but, you know, we just want to keep it rolling. So, the Floral Pursuit. Our next one is, this one is currently open. This one opens tomorrow, but that's fine. We'll just go ahead and go and take care of this one. The last one, I did the breezy pictures. That one came up today, or yeah, earlier. I did that one earlier. And then so we've got another 2 songs to play. One from yesterday, one from today, and one more will open tomorrow. So our last 2 bits will open tomorrow. Usually I'm like, I'll just wait until they're all available, but we're here and we're sharing, so let's go ahead and run on down to where these are and get them taken care of, shall we? Watch out, I'm jumping! Not really. Do, do, do. So our picture guy is over there, so we've got these 2. Plown is our floral friend to play floral chess for us to find balloons. Now we want to see what our challenge is on this one, and then we need a challenge of 5,500 points. It's gotten more and more. 4,500 there, 4,000 for the first 2. So 5,500 is probably going to be the same for the last 2. 2, 2, and 2, right? 4,000, 4,500, and 5,500. So the highest challenge is 5,500. So we want to definitely make sure we get all that we can. Now, I haven't really been using anyone special, and it doesn't really seem to, I mean, maybe a stamina person, stamina preservation person might be better to use, just because you're doing a lot of running around. But yeah, so far so good. A new event. Some areas of the challenge will be in a darkened state. After activating the light sources for these areas, brightness will return and new balloons will appear. Okay. So previous change was sliding doors. So I'm assuming this is going to include the sliding doors. Now there's something behind me. Or is it? Oh, that's got to be another room below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Collect all of those. Oh, and that's the one that popped in the middle. I for a while I kept avoiding those, but that was to go up. A new place added. Okay. You can look on the mini map. I kept forgetting about that part of looking on the mini map to find extra balloons, and so that's what it is. You go up. Oh, I've got to pivot it maybe. This is a new room. Okay. Interesting, and a new start point because we're far away from where we were. Oh, oh, and that's the dark room. That's the dark room to make those appear. So that's what it was referring to. Avoid those guys. Activate our light to make more balloons appear, like you and you. These ones are all moving. Send you away. It went dark again. Nope, it's saying you've got more open. We've got one moving. Ah, the big yellow ones. The yellow one is moving there. That one. We've got to make sure to try and collect as many as possible because we've got to make sure to get that score. Okay, here's our new starting point. And this is a dark room again, so we've got to find our light switch. Our light switch looks like it is over there. But that guy's, oh right, moving doors to seal you up. Hey, there's our light switch. There's our big yellow moving balloon. Definitely want to make sure to get that. Open this door. Our final area is open. Of course, there are a plethora of attacking balloons to come after us. There's another big balloon in the corner. What? How'd you jump right in front of me? That's not fair. You teleported right in front of me. How did that happen? Where's our... We've got to lure it out. And we're at 6,100, so we're good to go. Probably didn't need that last one, but that's okay. We beat the score of 5,500. That's all we needed to do. Yay! One down. Now to come over to our music challenges. We've got 2 music challenges. I think I skipped one yesterday, or maybe both showed up today. We'll see. These have been interesting. They kind of started to get the last one I did was a little bit tougher. I'm hoping this one is about. Nope. Obviously, I'm not the best at these. Ah. Wrong one. $36.45. 69%. I'm good enough. All you need to do is get Dulcim. As long as you get some of that, you're good. And again, it makes it easier. It's just go pro, do it once. It's tricky, and I just go pro. Just go pro every time. Oop, too soon on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get a streak, don't focus on which one. Just kind of look in the middle. Much easier. Ah, I hit the one too soon. I was doing so good. Ah, I skipped ahead too far. I did that again. Oops. Again, skipped ahead one. So I'm looking at the specific one instead of in the middle. How did I hit the wrong one. Aye. It's not over yet. 83%. Wow, that's probably one of my best scores. This one is one of the easiest ones overall. 1 second. Okay, so that's 1 and 2 done for those. All right, so leaves us one more there. So we'll double check in our event. I think I didn't claim for this one, right? Oh, we did have another one. Schnappers. I had another one available. The last one is available already for you. So it's only the music one. So we'll go back over and perform our last run over here as well. So the last thing to do tomorrow is our last music run, and that will finish up for. So again, 5,500. That's what all it was had to complete the first one to be able to do the next one. I was not paying attention. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights, camera, action, go. And again, this room is darkened. So we'll have a few. So we've got to find our light switch first. Really, you guys went after me fast. Our light switch has to be behind. Where are you? No. Here it is. I knew it had to be behind one of these. There we go. There it is. Ooh. Nice easy run there for that collection. Our next section is available, but we're not going to go after next section just yet. We want to try and collect our yellow balloon that's running around over here. There's another one over there. Oh. Okay. And any more we see on our map? I don't see any more on our map. So we'll go ahead to our next area. And that's one of the parts I was forgetting early on, was to double check the map. And the map will have everything you need to see for those pieces. And it probably would have even had the indicator of where the light switch is. So we see 4 balloons over here and the light switch there. Cool. And with our light switch on, we've got a lot more showing up on our map. We can see our bad guys trying to come at us. We can try to avoid them as well. Ah! No! Alright. A couple. I mean, you get a lot of hearts. No! See, our mini-map is clear. Where is our exit? Our exit's over there. We can dodge them to keep our hearts up. Here's our next room. Of course, there's going to be another light switch in this one, right? Right. We have a whole bunch right around the middle here. And there's our light switch. And we missed that other one in the middle. That's okay. Yep. We've got the yellow one moving around in the middle. Right here. Another one right there. Our doorway is open. Just want to make sure to collect them all if we can. We've got a couple more yellow ones. We're at 55. We're at our target. But I try to go for as much as we can. And I think this is the last one. That gives us a 6,000. No! But that shows we've gotten them all. So the only thing to do now is to say bye-bye. 88. Yay! And done. So we're done for our floral pursuits. We've gotten them all. We're done with our pictures. We've gotten those all. So the only thing left is our last ballad. But that's okay. And we've even finished the last of the events there and gotten our gift box. Now, I don't know. I should open it up and see. There's a couple of things that we got, but I don't know if those were the specifics. So 820. So we'll go ahead and purchase that one, and we'll get our last of these, and our last of those, and of course our last of those, and our last. So that's all for this category, all done. And then which one do we get? crown, well, I mean, we're going to finish up. And I don't need the crown right away, but that one I can use. I don't need any of them right away, but we want to make sure to get the crown. Definitely. Most will say, get the crown first. I'm not going to use it right away. It's not going to go away. It's going to be there. One moment. Let me quiet this computer again. I've been trying to figure out how to solve my constant awake problem. But that hasn't been working.
Everything's in place and you've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start
Okay.
reeling them in.
So in addition to our event rewards, we can claim our Battle Pass reward for completing that one. And now I've got some more enhancement crystals. Yes, I purchased the Battle Pass. Let's see. So for our enhancement crystals, we're going into the weapon. That didn't put it to sleep. Should have put it to sleep. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's go what? Alrighty, so let's see. So we are working on sorry, getting texts from the wavy. Okay, so we're working on this one. Here we go. Four, 5, 6. That'll get us to there. So let's figure out our exact amount again. So we've got 70, oops, not 7.79, 75, minus 77, oh, 75. Make sure I put that in correctly. 75. That equals, okay, divided by 1.5, 42,266, rounding up to 42,4. So one of those gives us 24, and then 42. So not enough. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, 40. What, 4 of these. Yes, 4. Wait, 42 of these? No, just 4 of these. And 42.4 is our number. And there we go. Math helps. It does. Ascend there. We're good to go. We see we have everything we need for this one. And of course, our 22 is not going to get us all the way there, but it'll get us close-ish. And there we go. Yeah, so we have everything we need for here, and then that'll get us to our last, which is we'll just need some more of these, because it's going to be 18, right? We've got enough of those, so we'll need some more of those, and you know, that's fine. Alrighty, well, we're almost done with our event. Let's see, so last, I think we've got some more. we've got some more resin to spend. We can take care of that. What do we have for progress still? We've got a boss run to do. All right, let's do not a boss run, domain run to do. Domain, a trounce run to do. So we'll go ahead and take care of, again, I like to stay on the bottom of the list, and I realized I hadn't done the Wander, well, not the Wander, but Scaramouche. Lucent Altar of the Everlasting 4. And I think, yeah, I know shielding, not just healing should be good. Nahida is definitely almost a must. I haven't found anyone else that's been able to do damage directly, easily to the constructs that he makes when you've broken his shield in the second phase. Which you need to destroy all the constructs in order to to stop him from doing his instant kill attack in the second phase. So let's see. I think I've done this team, but now that I have this team's format, I don't know if I did them against him last turn or not.
Emerge right now. Emerge.
Perish!
There is no escape. Press the rebuild. Share my knowledge. I'm always watching.
Feeble human!
Right here, right now.
Usually I go through with
Inazuma shines eternal.
doing gathering the energy to break his things and slow him down, but right, gathering these. Oh, I forgot to put those back up.
At my command, you shall.
No, I won't. Reapply your skill. Let's get some healing back up in here so that when I'm over here doing this, it will feel better. And there we go. All damaged, everyone healed up. On to phase 2. Now, phase 2 is all about breaking his shield. The fastest way to break his shield is purely with using those. We can get some shield breaking. I switched, but I didn't have time to switch correctly. And we definitely need her in there. So there's 2. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that and say, up yours. And then we'll say, hey, guess what? We'll just throw some damage out there trying to help bring Miko back up before. And I realize now that, yes, we can break those constructs that he creates. Again! Oh my goodness! I thought the ziplining would make it...
Your eyes have been opened.
So watch this. I think. I'm not sure. It's been a while. Nope, so this pauses the time. So we definitely need Miko in this.
It's pain.
Oh. Nope. Okay, let's not have 2 people die now.
Hold the line.
Good riddance, cruel world.
This is unwise.
Why? No, stop that.
Illusion shattered. Everyone hold hands. Yeah.
See her. This is where I think shielding is slightly better than. Come on, there we go. Just come on. Oh, no! Come on. I didn't get it all. I didn't get any of it. Shielding is better. slightly. Well, good to know. Good to know. We need you. We need healing. We need some healing in here. Alright, so we'll get that out. We can't leave the damage here.
Tremble.
See if that will help a little bit.
Right here. So much.
This is definitely not going the way I usually have it, because I'm doing in a different crew than I usually do. I usually have Zhongli in here, and his shield makes a huge difference. So that is a definite changer. A good shield is a must.
Burn to oblivion.
No, I was trying to get to my attacker. Here we go. Because I can't get to you. Well, that was a much rougher run than I've had yet, to say the least. Amen. So we'll definitely... Oh, we got a billet. I haven't gotten a billet in a while. We'll definitely make sure to include Zhongli in this run. Is a must. So, no. Fodder. But a billet, yay. Haven't had one of those in a while. Okie dokie. Whew, that was a struggle. That was a struggle. Okay, Zhongli definitely makes that easier. Revive and heal really quick. We've got our 3 trounce for the week. Hello, Julie. How are you? Thanks for joining and watching. I'm doing good. Just, you know, hanging in, doing the deeds. I think we're going to head over to Abyss runs at this point now. How far have you gotten in? Are you, what adventure rank have you gotten up to? So let's take a peek. Let's see which guys we've got. Yeah. No problem. Ooh, fun, fun. So we've got Animo, we've got Electro on the back end, and I like to think through. I'm pretty sure I've got the teams for that. That should take that. Those guys, yeah. Yeah. So I'm considering which way to go. Those makes that easier. I'm looking at which halves. Thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to be just, you know, down to earth, doing the thing, sharing. I have kids, so I've gotten used to doing narrations. I'm also a tabletop gamer, game master, and so I've been doing narrative stuff for decades. So it's kind of just right in that same wheelhouse. So let's see. So I said usually with the mushroom crew, they tend to stay spread out. So I like to have the Animo group in, which with my Animo group, then I would have probably my Catalyst team on that, and they'll be able to handle those guys a bit better all the way across. And yeah, I think Hydro against the Electro team, that would be fine. The other ones I'm worried with is the Bichelle. But no, I guess Shogun will take care of that. So yeah, okay, that'll work. So this setup I'll do, and of course they say spread and activate. Um, so I haven't gotten much into brand design yet. I've just kind of getting things rolling and you know seeing how it's feeling out. But um, you know I keep my threads in there, and so after my stream, I'll definitely add your name onto my notes list for that venue when the time comes. I will get. I have some ideas for what I want. I just haven't locked into it yet. So I appreciate the comments, and we'll definitely keep note of your talents for work in the future. And if it's okay with you, I can tag your streamer name on mine and add you as a reference for graphic design. Know what we have there. So let's see. So we're doing Catalyst on the front with animal inclusion. So that gives us 2, 3, and 4. And then we've got our physicals on the rear. And we need our double heal, which is 1. And our double heal, double buff. Double side heal with double buff. So these are the teams I'm liking to do right now. We get some pretty good production overall. We can get the spread and aggravate on the first half. Aggravate more than anything. But we won't get any of that on the second half. But that's okay. It should be strong enough. This is only 10th floor, so we should be strong enough to manage both of this here. So we'll link all of our friends like this. Pop, pop, pop. Sucrose, bring them together. I was supposed to be on the other side. 1, 2, 3. You're asking for my Discord or wanting to link in yours? There's our blooms and quickens. Pop, pop, pop. Get that back in. Da da da. 5. I think these are our last ones. Oh, I saw that occur. The true damage burst. There we go. 1 down. First bishops on this side. And so we'll go with heal boost here, which will give that boost there. We'll get you here. Get you up. Get some righteousness this way. Trying to... Oh, I forgot I should have done... Or... so I don't have a Twitter associated with this account yet. I do have a YouTube. And... I have a Discord for my other gaming stuff, but not associated with this account yet. So I do have a YouTube associated with this one. It's the same name, Elcaro Nilgard. So if you want that, it's there. I've been trying to transfer what I can over to there. But yeah, I haven't set up a Discord yet for a relationship here, only for my tabletop gaming. Why am I using Bennett? Bennett is not an attacker. Not for this. There we go. Still within time. Again, it's only floor 10. 10th floor. When you've gotten up to these levels. Well, my Twitter is my personal one, so I don't associate with my streaming one. So I don't have a Twitter account for streaming association yet.
Right now, right here, emerge.
Try to keep them separate.
Make yourselves a move. Stand clear. Animal test 60. Right now, right here.
3.
A sight to behold. Right now, right here, right now.
1 down. Here we go. Wasn't supposed to switch to you just yet. Get our healing friends in first. got that down. That one's in. That one's in. His in. Then Shogun's. We'll get that through. Come on, break the shield. No, I'm trying to focus on you. There we go. There we go. Shield down over here. Benny's back up. Get our prime healers in. And our main damage back in, and there we go. Nice and easy. On to floor 3. Get our energy recharge buff. Oh, we've got our 12 stars for the battle pass period. So we'll make sure to collect that shortly after. We've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right here.
1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2. Gotcha. I understand. I'll get a Discord set up later. If you want to drop in yours, then I can message you very soon to be able to offer those, so we can cross-link if that's okay. Like I said, my Discord is for the Discord that I have right now is for my direct gaming that I don't stream. It's personal friends and other stuff. So I haven't set one up for this yet. Oh, that was not what I wanted yet. Too late. That's okay. That's two. Let's see. Let's go with our... Oh, he doesn't have his burst up yet. That's fine. Come on. There we go. 1, 2. Bring you over close enough for 3. And bring you close enough for 4. As long as you don't run away like you often do. And her healing burst. I did not. Bada bada. Luckily this is the last one. We didn't get her healing up first. Come on. Ooh, his isn't ready yet timing wise. That's okay. Whew, this is going a little bit rougher than I thought. Come on, get back in here. Only timing wise. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to tag you in and pass mine on as soon as I have them. No, you can't perish. Why? That is a nasty combination that you're giving me there. You should be perfect. Very nice. There we go. And we hear police sirens in the background. That is an unfortunate thing for most of the state that I'm in. I know some of my friends, they like to just to keep the boxes, but I don't know. I like to open them and take a look and see. And that could be usable. Yeah, that could be usable. That could be good. Okay, but we also got our 12 stars for the Abyss, and that gives us another jump. Wow, we're already at level 22. All right. I think I'm still building admonitions to get for Sino. I'll be using him soon. And I know he's got admonition are his. I already have him up. Where is he at? I know he's up here. There he is. He's at 80s. Yes. So he uses admonition. We definitely want plenty of ones for him. We've got a bunch, but we need tons and tons and tons. Now I could spend that on him right now, but I don't want to. I track everything, so I want to keep it nice and tidy. So there we go. We're down. Floor 10 is down. We got our 12 stars. This one is going to end before the battle pass ends. So we just want to keep going. Okay. All characters get a 75% dendro damage bonus. Well, coffee is good. Not a problem. I appreciate the follow, and I'll make sure to, like I said, tag you in here and there, and hopefully it'll help us both. Have a great day. All right, so let's see. Now we're going to check to see who we're going to be fighting against. Emorites on the front, Lava Trolls and Middle Trolls on the real. Ooh, the Abyssal Herald. Oh, yes, yes. With the Consecrated Serpent. And then it's going to end up with the Electro Vine. So we need Pyro on the back end for the Regisvine. So it looks like our Catalyst team would be better fit for the back end. Yeah, I think that can work. Oop. So let's go back in. And we'll start, and we'll go our physical team. Same crew. 1, 2. We have we could throw Jean in, but then we don't get the double electro, which helps. And her standing healing kind of really helps a bit there. So that should work. And then we want instead of the Animo, we're going to pull in our Pyro Focus. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Probably could have pulled him in for the Animo, but and it doesn't give us any Dendro on our front end. Well, because I don't really have many other strong Dendro. Yes, I have the Traveler, but she's not built. She's not prepped ready for any of this. So that's okay. We should go there, and we should be just fine. So we just want to make sure to lay down the Dendro on Nahida. Oh. This one is never fun. So let's see. Benny. Just kind of try and shy these guys away. Get their attention so they stay away from and keep their attention away from the tower. And since we have as much time as we want, as long as we keep them distracted from the tower, we're still at 100%. 99, because we got too close. Get away from the tower. Come at me. There we go. We've got the... Oh, it just ran out.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
There we go. Get your attention. 98% still. 97. Come on. Why are you going over there? Yes. Focus on me. Over here. And we can play around a little bit to let her heal back up, since we have time. And he'll come at me. Everyone get... Oh, I shouldn't have used that yet. But, Benny. Boom. Usually it's all about getting...
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Stay away from the tower. Come on. Over here. Away from the tower. Okay, 87%. Not too bad. It's pretty good for shielding. And then this should be a bit... Oh, these guys always bum rush. This is the hard part. That's why I wanted that extra buff.
The Temple of Wisdom. I'm always watching. Right now. Emerge. I see everything.
We can keep his attention diverted. We saw that true damage pop in.
Right now. Commit it to memory. Boom!
That's for the whole domain if we get any of those in there. There we go. Not too bad. Alrighty. Character element, the damage skill plus 20%. Let's go. Let's get the skill in there. Alright. What is... Okay. So let's see. Alright, these guys. First get our healing buffs up and ready to go. Oh, supposed to get hers up first, weren't we? Just to get it added to our... Think so? Get back over into Benny's circle. You guys are becoming a solid wall, weren't you? That was no fun. That's alright.
Be still.
Whee! Just raining down massive everything before the shroomies show up for the second half. Reapply that. Luckily, these shroomies are the aggressive ends, so they make it slightly easier. Slightly. To make things go quick. Read the last one. One more. Alright. Not too bad. Now I think this is the Abyssal Herald and the Snake, which will be interesting. Yep, the Abyssal Herald by himself. Keep our healing up. Stay close. Stay nice and close. So that way our healing boost effect can take place too. And that was a pleasant reaming on his end. This team is just cranking on his. We want to get healing in. Don't let her die. Get the healing in. Got time. There we go. And we can get the same cranked out for this guy, I believe. Come on. Oh, are all the secures out there? Is that why? That's not what I wanted to do, but oh well, that's alright. We'll make use of it. We're getting close. Ugh, that was not what I wanted. There we go. Not too shabby. And on to our last. Unfortunately, Yanfei has a bit of health to worry about. Restore defense minus 15, attack plus 20, plus 40. That's... that one's tempting. Tempting. It's our third chamber. Plus 40% attack would boost everything to go really fast. The 15% defense, I think we can be prudent enough to be able to address some of that. No? So let's see if we get... Is Shogun out here? She didn't get hers up yet. I wasn't supposed to do hers first. That's okay. We will
Everybody
get his in.
Longest drop. Lightning terrified.
Mind the day.
Come on.
Be still.
There's you. Get back over here. Get all these guys in here. Get you back up. Get you rehealing. Should have waited for Benny to come back in. There we go. Benny's in. Yours up. Cookie's up. Shogun's up. Get all this ravaging out there
Be still.
before you get the chance to... Got you! Ah! Before you get a chance to refuel. Whoo! That was close timing. Alright. Those guys are always a pain. You beat one, the other one comes back alive, all the way fresh. No, sir. No, sir. What did we get for another thing? What did we do? Oh, right, because this counts as domains. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot that your Abyss runs count as domains. That's fun. Okay, so we're going to make sure we're careful with Yanfei, because Yanfei is our necessary for this fight. So we got to make sure we get her healed up with like this. Now this is going to be the interesting part, because we've got to crack through a lot of this here. So this can be doable if we do like this. Make sure we get that out there. But our pyro damage is our primary. Where is that thing at? There it is. Break that out so we can get it in there. Come on. There we go. Come on. No! There we go. Did we do it in time? Did it in time. Woohoo! Okay. It's 3 down. Whew. Can be tricky. Can be tricky. Can be tricky. We've got full stars across so far, so that's 27. Now, nothing. We just have to rely on the overall, which is the aggravate combo. And I think I remember struggling with this one on the last time around, and it was the Vulture and the Scorpion that was giving me the hardest, and then actually the Kenkais as well, the Magus. So I don't really know yet if I can attempt this one. I'm interested in, but I think I'll leave it there for now. I'll probably take a peek and decide where I want to go soon. Let's see what I've got in this box. Almost Master on the Elemental Master main. Yeah, okay. If we get something good to go with it, maybe. That's a maybe. So we've got ourselves in a good place. We have everything we need for our weapon to get up there that we're working on. It's level 64 right now, right? Yes. We've got, oh, that's right, we collected a bunch more crystals. So let's go ahead and get her further along. 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Let's see. You know what we know? We know we need... Okay, so we'll do that. We'll see when you buy 565. We're at 11,200. 11,200. Divided by 1.5. 50%, that's almost 12, which would be 8. So 8 is about what we're looking at, but less because another 8 So 72 plus 50% is 36 would be 10,008, but we need 11,2. So 7,200 and 4 is 6. No, is 2. My math brain is not working very well right now. So we'll just do it the right way. 97575, right? Minus 86,525 is 1150, rounding up to 11.2, which is what I had, plus 150 to round her up to the even values, divided by 1.5 gives us to, well, let's see. Less minus 150, because that's what we need, divided by 1.5 to get us to 7,400 is where we're at. Okay, 7,400. So one of those plus another one of those for you gives us 1,400, and then 1, 2, and 3 gives us 7,400. So I was right there, 72, and the last that I needed was, okay. So we get to ascend you, and let's hope this 37 will get us far, but not far enough. That's okay. And we see, yes, we need 7 more for these, for the consecrated beasts. And we have 5. So, yep, we'll have to go consecrated beast farming later. We don't need that right now. We've got plenty of time still. That's there through the duration of the event. So, it's 11 days. We'll get those 7 in some point of farming. Well, you know what? Let's see. 25 resin, right, available now, and 40 to go for the day. We inadvertently did our domain runs, but we still have boss fight, so maybe we'll save it for the boss fight for later, and then throw in some condensed as well, because we can. So then after that, the rest of it will be condensed resin for the rest of the week. We'll have all of our resins spent. Oh, we have 2 more boss runs. We'll have one. Yeah, we could probably do both of them today. Probably get both boss runs today, and then that's all for our daily resin. This is whatever. No, we still have our other domains or other trounce runs, but that's okay. We will do just fine. Yeah, so we'll still have to do our other trounces. Right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 more chances. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do fine. We'll do good. So the last thing we have. Well, what else do we want to do? We've completed 11.3. We haven't tried 12.1 yet. That's why it's only having 11.3s completed. Yeah, really? You know what? Let's go ahead and try and hunt down some consecrated beasts. Let's see if they show up in here. They should be under elite enemies. They're not bosses. They'll be all the way down at the bottom. And there we go. Consecrated beasts. Let's go hunting. Oops. Let's go hunting. Now we're doing creature farming. I found it for a while. Oh yeah, that's definitely not the right spot. We want to go higher up, which is going to be this one, or actually no, this one is a bit the right way. Then we can glide down to that guy. For a while I was sticking to my primary exploration team for farming, and then I was like, oh wait, you know, the farming enemies does not give friendship XP, it gives leveling XP, and I have one character, at least in this group, that can use the leveling XP, but you know, it's not like you really get your levels from fighting enemies, because it's so little XP, which is ridiculous. But it's mostly just for enemy drops, right? But hey, the desert's hiding under a cloud. Fog. We've got our flame consecrated beast right over here. right there. So we'll come on to him. The red vulture. He's got some... And we'll use our standard pattern to see if this will work. I forgot to do that first. Oh, we don't have our bursts up. He is being ravaged pretty well. That helps. Not too shabby, I must say. This team is pretty efficient for most things. It works out very, very well. One down. On to the next. And it's another vulture. Now, hopefully they're not... I mean, it doesn't matter really. They're all here. Let's see. I believe the vulture is up. It's not showing me either way, whether it's up or down, but I'm pretty sure he's up. So in that case, is there another another vantage point to which we can come from? So another long glide from here. Enjoy the scenery. This is kind of the way I first came in, and actually you can find one of the shrines. And what's that down there? Is that something I haven't done yet? It's like, ooh, I want to go to the enemy, but I want to see what that glowy thingy is right down there. Is that a treasure chest? That looks like a treasure chest puzzle that I have not unlocked yet. Wow. That's right about there. Yep. I found me a treasure chest. We'll come back to you. We will definitely come back to you. And actually, so let me mark that as... Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I went through, I was trying to find all of the... I don't know if I opened that door yet. I was trying to find all of the genie shrines. So you see all those marked out there. Because I was trying to figure out if I could fully deactivate the desert cyclone. So now that we're close to where he's at, it's telling us that it is down below. So that tells me that yes, in fact, it is underground in the chamber where the teleporter was going to take us through. So that's fine. That's fine. He is underground and behind us. Get a couple of those guys in there, and then we should be able to run to him through here. And I'm pretty sure I remember, because of course we can collect some of those. If you haven't been gathering the Poopsa, if that's the right name, I have to check it again. Let's see, what's this name? Poopa, Sand Grease Poopa. That's for Alhaitham. He needs those. So just go ahead and gather them up as you go. And oh, we've got our snake, our animal snake friend. 1, 2, 3. Burst. Oh, your burst isn't ready yet. That's okay. It will be ready in a few moments. I thought I had healing up. Make sure we collect our rewards because that's what we're here for. Miko's burst was not ready. And that was the challenge there. But that's okay. Now this one is definitely above ground. He's further away. I think he's above ground. And our easiest route to get there is not any of these. It looks like, no, this isn't even going to be, I think from here, actually. That one's a bit high up. And we should be able to go, yep, like this. Not like that. Nope, that didn't reach. I saw it up there, and I was thinking we could get up there, but not. I can't reach it. All right. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Let's cheat a little. Maybe. If we can. So we'll try our lovely flying friend. So now, if you've gotten him, and if you've done... Actually, no, you don't have to do him. You do the quests associated with the Wanderer, and you'll find you get to name him whatever you choose. There we go. That was definitely a help. And then we'll just switch back to our other team. But yes, you get to name him whatever you chose, and I chose Seisai Fujin, which from what I've been able to figure comes across as a reborn wind god. At least that's hopefully. Seisai is Japanese for rebirth, resurrection, that kind of a thing. And Fujin is the name of the wind god.
Everyone's okay?
In a dragon form, I believe.
Right now.
So now it looks like this will come out correctly to get all of our bursts out the way I want them to.
Right. Dim, emerge. Right here. Inazuma shines eternal.
And hers came back. Miko's only halfway back. Not enough. That's okay. We will keep going. And then we have him there. Actually, I think right where we are should give us enough traversals. If we go and we follow, come on, the line here. We should get up to a point where we can more easily cross away from our dangerous spots here. Come on, there we go. We're taking a long convoluted path to get our height to cross these gaps. These gaps are big, and if you don't get across them the right way, then you'll have a lot of climbing. And we don't want to have a lot of climbing if we can avoid it. Now we should be seeing him. There it is. Okay, and our scorpion friend loves to go underground and come up below you. So if you're not careful. Now for this one. Whoa, that was a nasty hit. Methinks I didn't lay down her burst in the right order because I haven't fought him for a bit. That should have stunned him a little bit. There it is.
Right now. Right here. Rebuild.
I think that will help us out a lot. There we go. Make sure to collect our rewards. Now we probably could finish up there, but we'll keep going. I believe that one is above ground, and most of the ones that they're going to send us are going to be ones that are in the easily explored parts of the map. I do have water. We'll keep collecting. We like to collect everything we can as we go. But yes, most of the enemies that they show us will be in the easily explored areas of the map, not too far down underground and stuff like that, as long as it's mostly accessible. And it's another one of our pincer friends. Luckily, nope, her. We do have a couple of bursts ready to go.
I see everything.
Yes, you do.
Right now.
Come in with a hydro.
Shine
Make sure
down.
this is
I'm
reapplied.
always watching.
You are.
Burn to oblivion.
Yes. Almost there.
Emerge.
1,
Right
2,
now.
and 3. Oh, you know, I think I forgot to reapply those after our after she did her burst. It's always good to make sure you use Miko's skill, use her burst, and then use her skills again. Make sure you get them back up. Okay. Farming, farming, fun. Consecrated beasts. Newly added with one of the more recent patches, and a very interesting monster to contend with. Trying to get height here for a glide to make traversals easier. He's over there somewhere. But that extra height gets us a lot farther. And a lot faster. So yep, he is down in the crevice. That's okay. I don't even see him here. So he's got to be down below even further. In the gorge here. Or down there still, and having to come back in. Is that crevasse? And my comments earlier about it being an easily explored area, right? Yeah, there's this whole section down here. You go through your quest and you'll find, there we go, there he is. And I fought this guy before a couple times. And it's just the 3. You've got your Animo Dragon, your Electro Scorpion, and your Pyro Vulture.
Illusion shattered. A minute to memory. Right here. Right now.
And we'll stay away from bursting this time because it was a little bit of a waste in previous times. So, you know, we'll just stick to our standard skills in getting there. And we see we've cleared. We have no others showing up as a reference. So that tells us we've gotten them all that it will give us. And if we scroll down in our book, yep, respawning in 13 hours. Okay, that is quite some time. But that's okay. Let's go see what our rewards have reaped. Now we need 18 more, right? Let's just double check. Take a peek at our weapon, say what are we enhancing, and this is our last one. We need 18. Oh, so we need 5 more. That's all. We only need 5 more of our purples. I'm thinking we probably have enough to get us there with that farming run. Most of the time, 1 or 2 farming runs will get us to where we want to go. So 13, we need 5 more. We can craft 4, and Sucrose may give us a lucky bit. Let's take a peek. Come on, Sucrose. Yes, there we go. Exactly what we need. And still leaving us with a whole lot of more over here, right? That can give us 13, which can give us another 4 if we need to. So we'll just leave those right there. We don't need to do anything with them. We should be good for that. Now, the one other another run we can do, because I know we will need it, is for... I was able to pick up Yelin's bow with her in this pass, and it needs these guys. And so let's see. We're going to need 18. So we'll just check and peek on the back end for it. Oh, you know what? Instead, let's go ahead and look at our handy dandy app for Hoyoverse. They have the enhancement calculator, and it looks at the gear you currently have for both characters and artifacts and weapons. Not the Battle Chronicle. Enhancement progression calculator. So I'll go ahead and pull up that weapon. Let's see. It's not using the ones that I currently have. Just giving me everything. That's okay. Aqua Simulacra. Starting level, we have it at, what level were we at? Level 28. So I'll scroll it up to level 28, and it'll give me exactly everything I need to see how much mora, how many crystals, how many statuettes, and everything else. So I know I don't have enough of the domain materials, but as far as the statue pieces, that's where I wanted to look at. As far as our statue pieces for, oh yes, we have that refinement material for you. As far as, here we go, these guys. So I need 18 of those, 27 of those, and 41 of these. So I definitely don't have enough. So let's go ahead and roll those up to see what we will get and how many more we'll need. We'll have to do another full run. I know we're gonna have to do another run, so let's just go ahead and do that run. And I only say that because they're another one that there's a very selected amount. They're only in one region of the map, and that's in the underground chasm. And there's 7 or 8 of them, and that's it. Like the consecrated beasts, they're very, very specific. So, you know, when you need to do hunting runs, go and do them. And also, we need to use our light up tool, which fortunately I charged up last time because I was doing a run before. No, I was fighting the ruined snake. I think it was, no, maybe it was, I don't remember. One of those two. Anyway, we'll use our light up crystal.
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
And we'll go kabam, 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 kabam. Ta-ta-da! 1. Refuel just to be sure. Next target. Jump over here, glide across. It's a little bit of a run. He's down underneath inside the cave over here. Right there. Collect our stuff. You know, why not? It's free stuff, right? Collect it all up while you can.
There is no escape.
This one's a little bit easier. Let's try to keep him up here so he doesn't fall. That's a nice pull there. Did we get... Nope. Okay. We should be fine. Shouldn't need to heal up. This one is a little bit trickier. You gotta go around the corner. So you gotta know where to go when you're going for some of these. Come up, glide down. There's this little cave over here. There are the exploding flowers over there, but if you glide down just right, you can kind of dodge all of that and make it pass. I like that. I said I've done this run quite a few times. The fortunate for this one is he's sitting in the water. So, you know, Electro and a Dendro and Hydro all together. Trying to get the re-heal. There we go. collect all of our rewards. It makes it much faster of a run on that one. So not all of them do you have to use your gadget to disperse the gloom, but a few of them, and this next one is one of those. So this will be number 2. I think 3 or 4. And one of them that's in the cave close to a civilized area is a replenishing gloom. So you break it once and it'll be gone for a minute, and then it'll come back, but you should be able to finish it off before. And that went way faster than I had anticipated. I threw an extra burst from Nahida, not burst, but attack, base attack, normal attack, there we go, from Nahida, and that threw in a bunch more damage in there. So that was pretty nice. So for this one, just dodge all of your balloons. Now you've got a long drop, so you want to glide out a little bit. This is the deepest straight down place in, I think, in the whole game that I've found so far, because you go down a lot, just straight down, and you're already underground.
Right now. Illusion shattered.
So you see her burst, wow, I mean her charged attack just added a whole bunch more in the Dendra application factor and made that go even faster. That's interesting developments, things you learn. You try different stuff and you just, you find more things each time. So all good things. If only, what's that one? If only it was easier with certain means of collecting. So this is the one that I said about where it'll go away and then it'll come back.
Allow me. Shine down.
Throwing Nahida back in the mix is making a main attacker. Makes that go a lot, faster. And that, I believe, is the last one. Like I said, there's only a few that you can get to. Yep, that was the last one. So now we'll go back into Leeway and do our roll-ups. We'll double check. And we'll see we need 18, 27, and 41. All right. And then this will probably wrap me up for today. But let's see. Let's get us over there. So we need to keep 18 of those guys, which is 6. So we can do 30 with sucrose. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit extra. Yes, 18 is needed. 1 bonus out of all of that. Okay, maybe she's saving it for the next patch. So we can do 2 more. There we go. So we leave us with 18 there. So we got 30 and we get 1, 2 we get another one. I mean, that's just the stats, right? It's just fun. Okay, then we need to keep 27. So that gives us 42 that we can burn. 69, yep. So 42 is, well, 27 leaves us with 9. So we can get 14. So we'll do 10. That gives us 10. Uh, 4. That'll leave us with 9 remaining. All right, there we go. Okay. So that brings us to 23. So we will have to do another full run, maybe even 2, because we got what, 14? Yeah, no, yeah, maybe just one. But I know that I already had a stock there as well. So 1, maybe 2 more runs to get us everything that we need. Ooh, good stretch for Yelin's bow. But that one's no pressure. that's got time to get that one up there. So, anywho, I think that is going to about. I was trying to do Resident to see where we are. I think that's going to about wrap me up for today. It's a long bit, a whole bunch of stuff we did, a whole bunch of fun we had, but I have a couple of things I have to attend to. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you had some fun and enjoyed. We had the pleasure of having Perfect Julie join us as well. Thanks for that. And so anytime anybody wants to drop by, feel free. Always welcome to have new visitors and new friends. All right, until next time, take care and enjoy your travels in Tevat, as always.